The great estate of Collinwood, on a dark and puzzling night, for a man who once called this house home is being pursued by unknown furies, and as the time when they will reveal themselves comes nearer and nearer, he sits in his hotel room in the neighboring village and tries to make sense of a note which terrifies him for reasons he does not even understand.
What does it mean? Payment due. Why was it left in that antique shop? Whoever left it there knew I was waiting to hear from Carolyn. Who is following me? Who knows we meet in that shop? Someone's outside the door. No one's there. It's my imagination. Is it? Make sure. Just make sure. I must find out who was after me.
Mark on the can. No.
Don't you realize how important it is that I hear from you? I can't lose a daughter I've just found. I must see you tonight. Call me, please.
Come off!
Yes?
Father, I just got your note. David forgot to give it to me. I'm sorry.
Can you come down now?
No.
Oh, listen, I may have to go out of town, you see. So, couldn't you come down now, please? I don't suppose you've spoken to your mother.
No.
Well, I must see you.
Well,
Carolyn, we're very late.
I'll try. I have to go.
Get your coat. Who's on the phone?
Megan.
Don't just stand there, darling. Mrs. Twining always says we're late for the committee meetings, and she won't start without us. I don't know why, but she won't.
Mother, I can't go.
Why?
There's something I'm supposed to do. For Megan. Something I just remembered. I promised.
Carolyn, you've known about this meeting for weeks. What about the hospital?
The hospital can run perfectly well without me. I'm sorry, Mother. I have to go.
Who's there?
Carolyn? Hello?
Well, you had plans. I'm sorry.
I wanted to come.
To see your old new father, huh?
Yes.
Well, it's just that I felt lonely, that's all. I'm not a loner, you see. I like people, action. That's what I'm used to.
I see.
I suppose that's why I left this town in the first place.
I've been wondering.
Yes, well, I've been wondering, too, whether I was right.
Is something wrong with your hand?
Oh, no, nothing. It's just that I have been trying to cut down on my smoking, you see. Ever since I got here, I've just been smoking too much, that's all.
Father, what's happening to you? I'm not clairvoyant. I know something is.
I can't fool you, can I?
Why did you tell me you were leaving town?
Karen, I've got to get out of this room. I'd hoped by now to be back in Collinwood. I keep remembering how peaceful it was there, how the sunshine used to come right through the windows of the breakfast room. Well, a man misses his family, you know, even if they don't want him around. Everything would be all right if I could just get back into Collinwood. I know that now. Maybe I'm a man who needs help. Maybe I always have been. But right now, it's worse.
Why is it worse? I want to know.
Well, I know this is going to sound crazy to you. It does to me, believe me.
Just tell me.
Well, you're not going to believe this.
I will.
Someone is trying to do something to me.
Who?
I don't know.
What are they trying to do?
I don't know that either.
You must have some idea.
No. I've thought over everything I've ever done. All the sins I've ever committed. And believe me, there were quite a lot of them. But I don't have enemies like this. Enemies that would make me do the things I've been doing.
Tell me exactly what's been happening. I'll help. And if getting you back home will solve it, I'll take you with me there, tonight.
Would you? You would do that? Well, maybe you'd be making a big mistake.
No.
Carolyn, I want to say something to you. Something I thought I'd never be able to say. And right now, it's the biggest truth of my life. I love you very much. When I think of all the years that went, I didn't even know that I had a daughter. I thought of you every now and again at first, but then later I just couldn't picture you growing up, you know. I thought I'd forgotten you. I'm so glad I found you again.
We'll make everything all right. We will.
Paul. What will you make all right, Carolyn?
Mrs. Paul Stoddard.
I am not Mrs. Paul Stoddard. I'm Elizabeth Collins Stoddard. Now, Carolyn, will you please leave us alone?
No, Mother.
I can think of no argument that will convince me to let you stay.
I will not leave.
Carolyn.
Why can't the three of us... There's no reason.
Carolyn, your mother and I should see each other alone. We were able to deal with one another very well once.
All right, Father. I didn't want you to find out this way, Mother. But then I didn't know you would follow me here. You used to trust me more.
You are still beautiful.
I doubt that. But you're still the same, I can see. Sneaking back into town, forcing yourself on Carolyn.
Forcing myself?
Behind my back, somehow convincing her that there's something between you.
There is.
When I asked her to leave the room, she wouldn't. But she did when you asked her to. Oh, how well I remember that charm of yours. How it used to move me, just as it does Carolyn now. But I'm aware of how false it is. It doesn't affect me anymore.
Now, please, Elizabeth, we must talk this over calmly. Surely you don't think I came back simply because of Carolyn?
I don't care why you came back.
No, don't say that, Elizabeth. I came back because of you. And because I have changed. I'm not the same man that was forced to leave here years ago. And I was forced to leave, I admit that.
And you were forced to come back, correct? You won't admit it, but someone forced you. I don't care what the reason is.
You think I'm after your money?
Oh, that would come as no shock.
Well, my reason for coming would. You're right, Elizabeth. I was forced to return to Collinsport. By you.
Please, Paul.
My memory of you.
You're outrageous.
But is it so outrageous for a man to want to start his life again? I've done very well for 20 years. I'm respected. I've learned my responsibilities.
Do you expect me to believe that?
Well, Carolyn does. You must.
Blackmail again. Emotional instead of financial. You haven't changed a bit, Paul. You're still the same sly, dishonest man.
Now, please, Elizabeth. I never loved any other woman but you.
You never loved anyone. What do you want from me now?
Nothing.
Good. Because that's exactly what you're going to get. Nothing. From me or any Collins.
You still think of yourself as a Collins, eh? Why did you keep my name?
Because it is Carolyn's, too.
Well, I'm glad you admit that. Because if she has my name, then she is partly mine.
Did you think of that when she was a child, when she was growing up?
No, that was a terrible mistake. I know that.
You're always so willing to admit your mistakes. And after you've admitted them, you're perfectly willing to make them all over again. Well, I've made a new life for myself.
You've made a new life for yourself. You've simply returned to being a Collins, a lifetime occupation for you.
There was a time when you weren't ashamed of the Collins, or perhaps you just wanted to be connected with it so you could steal.
Now, what did you expect? I never got love from any of you.
You must give love to get it.
Well, Carolyn loves me. I know that. So you're wrong, you see. I can love.
Carolyn made a mistake. Get out of town, Paul. I mean it.
Where shall I go, Elizabeth? Where can I go? Where can I find anything? Answer me, Elizabeth. Where can I find anything?
Go back to that successful life you were boasting about.
Well, it's true. It's just that lately things haven't been going so well, that's all. Well, it can happen to any man's life. It will straighten itself out.
I don't care whether it does or not. But let me tell you something, Paul. If you stay in Collinwood, I personally will see that you'll be a visit you never forget.
You've been doing it. Somehow you've been making these things happen to... Oh, no. Oh, it can't be you. You didn't even know I was here until tonight. I'm sorry. It's just nerves, that's all. Someone is after me.
I don't doubt it.
Please, no, you don't understand. Not someone, some thing, perhaps. I don't know what.
So that's how you did it.
What?
So that's how you got to Carolyn. Made her feel sorry for you. You told her some terrible lie. Said you were in awful trouble to make her feel sorry for you and help you.
But I am, Elizabeth. Please, believe me.
I haven't believed you in 20 years. There's a train leaving at 11 o'clock. If you're not on it, Paul, I'll make a few phone calls to my lawyer and a private detective to find out what you've been doing, because I know whatever it is, it hasn't been honest. I imagine that the manager at the inn will find you an unwelcome guest. Get out of town, Paul. It will be much easier.
Just one more train I didn't take, that's all. Why didn't I get out of here? Give up before it happens? Stop believing anything's going to happen. Tonight. Payment due. Tonight. Why does he keep looking at me? Is he one of them? Of them? Of who?
What do you want from me?
I was going to offer to buy you a drink, that's all.
I buy my own drinks.
Okay, buddy. Sorry.
He could be one of them. I've got to find out.
Man, you've got it bad. You want to talk, but you won't.
Yes, well, I guess I owe you an apology. My name is Stoddard. You know what this is?
I seen it before.
Where?
In the East. I shipped out on the Orient Prince.
Do you know what it means?
Look, you can get yourself any tattoo you want. I mean,
You
that's...
know what it means! Tell me!
You must have...
Tell me!
It's a creature without a soul. That has to find one. To be real. Here, you all right?
I've got this following me. Not this, but connected with this.
Man, you're in trouble.
Don't you tell me that. Are you with them? Are you one of them?
Oh, no, listen, I'm just a sailor, that's all. I just come in to waste some time.
Well, I'm sorry, sailor. I don't know what I'm fighting. No, how to make it stop.
Don't you?
You?
I was on a ship once. Out of Manila. Haunted.
Tell me what to do. Tell me what to do, please.
Okay. I'll try.
Were you brilliant, Mother?
Carol,
As cold as only you can be. Did you listen to him at all, Mother?
I listened to him.
Then why didn't you bring him back here? That's what he wanted.
Carolyn, you don't know your father. I do.
I do know him. You knew him. There's a difference, Mother. I know him.
You're being very difficult, Carolyn, making things extremely difficult. I was always grateful that you never had to see your father when you were growing up.
Well, I wasn't.
He's a very complex man, not to be trusted.
I do trust him, Mother.
You're not to see him again.
Of course I'm going to see him again.
You mustn't. I forbid it.
He is my father.
Tonight. Who's there? Someone in this room? Tonight. Payment due. Tonight.
Oh, no. Oh, no, you're not going to get me.
We will.
No.
Tonight. 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 I'm safe here.